Well, hello, Sag, and this is the day of Jupiter. And as I understand it, there's some sort of thing going on with Uranus and Taurus. So this would be like a unexpected change. Specifically, Taurus kind of has to do with our stability, our belongings, our money, definitely. Whenever I think of money, I for sure think about Taurus and Capricorn, specifically for me. But so, this is for somebody, and it's funny to me how the random readings keep coming out like very specific. It feels to me like the random readings, while they may not be talking to everyone, it feels like they're talking to specific people. And so if this is your story, let me know, let me know, let me know. Because this does feel like there could be a shakeup coming. Now, and I want to say this before people like react to the reading and say, no, this isn't what I'm doing, blah, blah. It may not be. So please don't take this as if this is a sentence for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's really interesting because it feels like this is definitely for those who have been thinking um about forging out on their own or not really feeling satisfied with what they're doing. It's like it kind of feels like it's just too, there doesn't seem to be stability in it. Ups and downs is here. So it's saying your work has potential for both advancement and stagnation. But if there's hope, allow yourself to move on if needed. And I kind of feel like the choice is going to be taken out of your hands, to be honest. And you may have been working, because how that can look is if, there isn't security in your job, or you're working for a company where there's an uncertainty involved. And, underneath the deck was the Two of Wands and the Sun. So it's kind of like you're being forced on a new path, but it also, for me, has that energy of blessing in disguise. You just won't see it when it happens. Because, and keep in mind, this may or may not be your story, but there seems to be an ending. Okay. Ten of Swords. There seems to be an ending, and there was, it just feels like the situation was not stable in the first place, and so you're being forced to forge a new direction, have a new vision. King of Wands is here, and I feel like this is you, Sagittarius, because I feel like when it happens, you just really try to think of it in a positive light. And this really makes you think about, what's next. Because maybe it's, a lot of reason that people start their own businesses is because when we work for other people, and I'm not saying you shouldn't, so please don't take this to mean that you're going to lose your job necessarily. But, in terms of control, when we work for other people, we don't have much control in our situation. And so you may be thinking about that, and maybe, you don't realize it at the time, because this clearly is a change you weren't expecting, and you try to think positive about it, and probably are considering that having your own business might be the thing, right? You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. And there's definitely this period where you're in a kind of recovery, okay? So the King of Cups, and the Empress. I think this is you just spending some time about thinking about what you want to do next. You know, getting your, definitely getting some, you know, emotional balance is one thing that is really paramount with the King of Cups. Like, you know, I feel like you may be taking some time to recharge, you know, to really, before you, with the Empress being here, you're thinking about, you know, what you would love to do. And I feel like this is a lot of what's going on here. And it's like it's giving you the opportunity to move forward differently. To now, you know what would I really love to do? You know, what would be really good for me to do? And I feel like you may be taking some time to recharge, to think about it, to, you know, find yourself in a balanced state before you forge on. But what's interesting here is that you may be, and I feel like this is definitely speaking to people getting into like healing professions. Because we are, with this energy, it's like the rise of the healer. Self-employment is going to be a big thing going forward, you know? And this would be like, you may be thinking, now I get to do this thing that really resonates with me emotionally. And this may be about helping other people, you know? Because the Empress is a healer. The Empress is a healer, and now it's kind of like this happening while it sucks, right? There's you thinking, well, you know, now I get to do what I really want to do, what I'm being called to do, what would help others, you know? So if this is you, you'll know that's part of the energy, right? And the future energy is that you're going to be connecting with people. Interestingly enough, you're going to be making connections. Now, it's really interesting that the Empress and the Emperor keeps coming out for the readings. And I know that a lot of people are gonna, this is a divine connection in a way. I mean, you are connecting with an emperor. An emperor and the Hierophant, it's like you're connecting with a mentor. You're becoming the student. So, you know, in terms of the things that you're interested in, which you may really be exploring, I often feel that the Empress does that, because the Empress plants, you know, it's about fertility and it's about what you want to grow. It's planting new seeds. And I feel like you may be connecting with someone who will actually help you. Who will help you. Now, the Hierophant and the Emperor is here. And there is, I mean, I feel like this may be someone who is a business owner, does own their own business, and so they kind of know the ins and outs of what you need to do, right? Because with the Hierophant, it's kind of, there's a way of doing things, right? And this could also, this person could actually be a big business person, and you may be finding support with big organizations. So, you know, pay attention to the people that are connecting with you, because there are some people connecting with you who are in the position to help you. Wow. Wow. Right? And so, you know, they're also telling you that the situation, and that could be the current situation or the situation, the Ten of Swords situation you find yourself in, is temporary. It's temporary, right? There's the Two of Swords and the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Maybe things seem a little tough, right? Maybe they seem a little tough, and You're not really sure what you want to do, and it is also telling you that, this isn't going to be easy. There are going to probably be some hard times, sometimes when you want to give up. And, this is about like your advice. It's really telling you to hang in there, to stay the course. That, with the death card, the situation is transforming. But it's going to be, and I just really feel like this Emperor is going to play a pivotal role. Queen of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. The Devil. Okay. Which is also a lot of power. And the Chariot. Wow. It's like, I feel like they're telling you that, like, this is really going to bring in financial freedom for you. There is a door opening and you may not see it. You may, with the Devil, it's kind of like it's going to be hard for you to see the good in it. And, because there's other people here, other people may play a part. They really may. But you have victory here. Victory. The Hangman. It just may, it's not going to be overnight. Right? 3 of Swords. 5 of Swords. 5 of Cups. Yes. Because, I mean, this is a loss for sure. King of Swords, which really calls for a new plan. 2 of Cups. Interesting. I really do. Wow. The World. And the 7 of Cups. I really do think someone is coming in to help you. It's like for a while you may really feel like things are bleak, right? Pretty bleak when you look at those cards. But it, if you don't focus on the loss so much and focus more on, what's the next plan, the King of Swords, what's the next plan? There is actually, you are connecting with someone who is going to help you in this new cycle. Like, wow, because the World is a fresh start. It's everything. It's happiness. It's a new cycle. But I feel like this person is going to be showing you what your options are. How to make things successful. Wow. Ace of Cups. Justice. 4 of Cups. Interesting. 3 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. I mean, I feel like it's like you're open to new things and figuring out what you need to do. Because there may be an opportunity for you to start another job, right? Because, and it's also, you may really miss the people that you work with. And you may have an opportunity for another job. But I actually feel like you are choosing self-employment. Choosing to follow your heart here. Even though you don't know what will happen. I mean, this is really, really about taking a new path. And it's scary. I feel like it's scary for you because it's, you have to do it on your own. There's that kind of energy. There is someone helping you, but you won't be working with a group of people anymore, like the way we would consider traditional jobs. Like you can't, how we punch a clock and we always know we're getting a paycheck at the end of the week. It's that kind of stability that you're leaving behind, and also having other people to share in the work. It isn't going to be that. It's like when you have your own business, everything falls on you. And so, it's kind of like that is what you're leaving behind. And the truth is there is success here. And you may really be worried about money in this situation, but I feel like the money is going to be there. The Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles is actually really great, because it kind of says that you worry about resources, but you don't need to. You don't need to. And I actually feel like there may be someone, even from your past, or someone you have known a long time, that is instrumental in helping. Three of Cups. So I actually feel, now this is interesting, because I don't feel like this Emperor is this person from the past, or these people from the past. I feel like the Emperor is someone else. So you're making a lot of connections. You may be finding that you get a lot of support from family, from people you have known a long time, maybe even reconnecting with them. And there is a lot of support in this new thing that you're doing. Interesting, Sagittarius. Interesting. And as a self-employed person, I would tell you do it. But what you need to understand about that is that there are good times, there are bad times, and it takes a long time. It does. There's no such thing as overnight success. So let's take a little bit of a look at these connections. What does Sagittarius need to know about these connections? I mean, in this card, it says you may need to contact people, but I don't think that's what's happening. But we'll see. I feel like these people are contacting you. But of course, we have to do something. Maybe it is you talk to someone who successfully does what you want to do, and it forges this bond. And because this person's going to be very helpful to you. Okay. So tell me more about connections with Sagittarius. Just a lot about networking. Connections. Okay. Four of Wands. Tell me about connections. Feels like this happens at an event. Tell me about connections. Ooh. Sag. That went crazy. Oh, wow. Sagittarius. Tell me about connections. Now, the Four of Wands can be any sort of event where there are other people, but it's usually something that a celebration, a wedding, some celebration in some way. Wow. But so there's an event or a get together or a time when you're around people in some sort of celebration that I kind of feel like you are talking about this thing you love, right? And how you want to go towards it and what you dream for it, temperance. And I feel like this is how you make these connections. So let's see who these connections are. Tell me about the connections. Wow, 3 of Cups. People who support what you want to do. The Tower, and you're not going to be expecting this support. And it's kind of like, wow, I don't know. I feel like what's going to happen is, you know, it may not happen right away, but with the Hangman being here, the Tower and the Hangman, that's so funny. Because there's so much that seems to be coming out around the eclipse time, and which is Monday, y'all. But there's a big change you're not expecting, and you're going to suddenly get very busy. It feels like there is support here for you. Ace of Pentacles, all right. The Knight of Pentacles, which sets you on this path. Connections. Tell me about connections. Yeah, this is life-changing. This is a path that's going to be really life-changing for you. You are stepping into your purpose. Yeah. And Queen of Pentacles, it's going to be successful and stable. Oh, here we go. Queen of Swords, 2 of Wands, the Hermit, and the 6 of Wands. Oh my goodness. You're going to get a lot of attention for this. And this is definitely something you're doing on your own. I'm surprised I didn't see the Emperor, so I don't know when you meet this Emperor, because I feel like the Emperor may be part of an organization that is going to connect with you. They may even be helping you financially. 2 of Cups is on the bottom with the Strength card, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. The Lover, someone may want to partner with you in the future. So you will have to make a decision about whether or not that is the right thing. So what is the final word here? Final word for Sagittarius. Page of Pentacles. Okay. 7 of Swords. Think very carefully about what you want. And really, it's time to communicate. Like, it's not time, like, that's really interesting. I also feel like it's kind of that be careful about who you tell, I think. Final words. And you really are, like, especially when this situation happens, try to look at it as an opportunity, not as a punishment, you know what I mean? Yeah. Justice. Again. Things are not as hard as you think. 5 of Cups. Death card. 6 of Cups. And the 8 of Swords. Because whatever you were doing previously, It may have just been holding you prisoner, honestly. Because it kind of feels like you were just waiting for it to end, you know? Feels like a really stressful situation. Wow, okay. So let's see. I will do an outcome here, even those words. And I feel like Spirit really wants you to see this as an opportunity, not as a punishment. Okay, what is the outcome here for Sagittarius? What is the outcome? Although outcomes are constantly changing, I used to be so against doing the outcome in readings because energy is just constantly changing, right? What is the possible outcome here for Sagittarius? Ooh, strength is showing up a lot. Seven of Swords. It may be hard for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel, Sag. What is the outcome? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and that's the choice, man. Same as I said before. What is the outcome? The outcome is how you see things, right? You're getting an opportunity to do something you love, to have a wish fulfilled. And it came in a really crappy way, but it came nonetheless. And this is a great opportunity for you to plan something. And really think, you know, you're going to have to really, because I keep seeing the sadness and the problems. It's going to be hard, but you really have to see this as an opportunity and not get caught up in what you lost in the fire, right? Okay, Sag. Wow. Wow. So let's get a mantra because I love these cards. A final word for Sagittarius. Oh, okay. I am willing to see my sameness with others. This opens my awareness to oneness. Wow, that keeps coming out. I am in sync with the flow of life. Yes, Sag. Wow. This is really amazing. So I wish you all the luck in the world. Toodles.